Today I'm showing you 6 altcoins that I personally would buy if I was gonna try to turn $1,000 into $25,000. Personally, I think this is fully possible and achievable this year during this crypto bull run. Obviously, you do need to take some higher risk with some of these coins because you can't just buy your typical Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana and expect a 25x. But if you dig deep into the crypto space, do a lot of research and look for some smaller cap coins with massive upside potential, such as these 6 coins I'm going to show you today, I do believe you could be able to pull that off. So if you enjoy the content, smash a like, subscribe down below. Let me know what altcoins you would pick if you were to try to turn $1,000 into $25,000 down below in the comments. Also note that obviously this is not guaranteed. Nothing in life is guaranteed, and especially not in crypto, and therefore it's obviously not financial advice either. But these are just my personal opinions and what I would do if I were in that position. Alright, so altcoin number 1. I know that this is a larger cap. This is the safest bet out of these altcoins because it is a pretty large project already. The other ones are smaller projects, but I would put some money into Render. Render is obviously the biggest AI token in the space, basically doing decentralized computing power. And with computing power still being in massive demand, and with the AI narrative still being like the biggest narrative in the space right now, I do think Render will continue to absolutely crush it. Obviously, it did go down from like $13 all-time high to $7 at the bottom right here. About a week ago, just over a week ago, I did feature Render in my pick of altcoins that I would buy during that dip, and as you can see, it is now back over $10, so has already gone up like 25% or something since that video. This is what the chart looks like right now. The RSI does look a bit overheated, so I could see Render potentially retrace down towards $9-ish before it starts going up. And obviously the crypto market as a whole is in the red today, so that is why it's retracing a little bit. But Render still has massive upside potential, probably not at 25x this cycle, which obviously is what this video is about. So even though you are looking for a 25x return, it is also important to try to not lose all your money and keep some of the money in a few less risky plays like Render, but that still has super high upside potential and could pull like a 10x this cycle. Now next up we have Cipher, or Cipher, however you pronounce this. Cipher protocol currently sitting at $9 and only $18 million market cap, which is obviously very low. So the upside on this project is tremendous. I think it's a super interesting project as well. It is a privacy protocol. They're creating their own privacy stablecoin. Obviously crypto these days is so transparent, and I do think privacy is a big thing in the space that a lot of people want. We have seen that with the demand of Monero, which obviously is the biggest privacy blockchain, currently sitting at like $2 billion market cap. But ZEPH, which is the token, is the privacy focused stablecoin protocol, and it might get a bit complicated because they have 3 different tokens. They have ZEPH, which is the native token of Cipher protocol, a decentralized protocol designed to create a private crypto-backed stablecoin. It uses a 3-coin model to achieve this. Basically, ZEPH, which is the governance token that grants voting rights on protocol upgrades and fee structures. Then they have ZSD, the private stablecoin pegged to the US dollar. Transactions involving ZSD are completely anonymous. And then they have ZRS, the reserve token that backs the ZSD peg. Users can mint and burn ZSD by depositing and withdrawing ZRS. Might be a bit complicated. I will leave some of these threads explaining it better down below. And as I said, Monero currently at $2.3 billion market cap, and that is kind of the market they are aiming to take over. And if Cipher were to reach Monero's market cap, that would be over 100x from the current price. I think it's like 120x or something like that. And the crazy part is that Zephyr surpassed Monero's hash rate yesterday or a few days ago, because this tweet was posted a few days ago, and is now almost 10 times more profitable to mine than Monero. And this is also an over collateralized stable coin, so it requires more than 400% of Zephyr tokens in the reserve to back each ZSD. This is what the chart looks like right now. After it launched last year, it went on this huge rally of about 25x, but now it has dipped all the way from almost $50 to $9, and I think the upside on this one is extremely high. Obviously, as I said, it's only at $18 million market cap. Super small. I think it's very possible for Cipher protocol to do like a 50x, potentially even 100x. Who knows? Over time, this is one of my positions I'm building up right now, one of the projects I am DCAing into. As you can see, the chart is looking very interesting. It's starting to reach this previous resistance area down here. And just for this project to reach previous all-time highs, it needs to do a 5x alone. And obviously I think it can go way higher than that. Now obviously I won't have time to go too much into detail into all of these projects I'm featuring in this video. I just want to quickly explain what it is and why I feature them in this specific video, and then I will leave all the links you'll need to these projects down below so you can go and do your own research and learn more about them. Next up is QUBIC, and if you have watched some of my previous videos, you know that I'm a huge QUBIC bull. It's one of my biggest bags at the moment. Super interesting project. It's a layer 1 useful proof of work AI project. This is what the chart currently looks like. From the all-time highs, it fell almost 70%, and I did feature it in some previous videos last week telling you to get into QUBIC around these levels, and from the lows it is up almost 100%, basically like 80% or something like that. Super happy with that. This was one of the projects I accumulated pretty heavily back here during these dips. They're yet to be listed on any major exchanges. For a long time they were only listed on SafeTrade, but they have now gotten listed on Gate.io, which is a massive step and makes it a lot easier for the masses to buy QUBIC, but they're yet to be listed on any other tier 1 or tier 2 exchanges. So I think the upside potential for QUBIC is massive. The market cap currently is around $600–700 million, so it is pretty large, but I think honestly QUBIC could reach anywhere between 10 and 20 billion dollars this cycle. Obviously not financial advice, that's just my opinion, and that is why it's one of my biggest bags, and why if I had a portfolio of $1,000 that I was trying to turn into 25,000, QUBIC would be one of the tokens I would hold. Next up we have Spacemesh, which is another super interesting layer 1 protocol. Market cap is currently around $100 million, so the upside is quite high. The team is pretty stacked. It's built by some of the core developers from Ethereum. One of the guys that helped build the Ethereum virtual machine is currently working on the Spacemesh virtual machine, which should go live very soon. You can buy it on xt.com. It's yet to be listed on any bigger exchanges than xt.com. So I think once Spacemesh starts getting listed on bigger exchanges, starts doing some marketing, once their virtual machine launches, etc., the upside potential for this project is also super high. Their team is really stacked, and the price right now is very tempting. This is another one of the projects I've been accumulating a lot of these last couple of weeks. It is still down over 65% from the all-time highs. I could easily see Spacemesh reach a few billion dollars in market cap, which would mean 20, 30, maybe even higher X. It's another super interesting project. Very low key. They haven't really done any marketing yet. They're focusing on building out the protocol. It is also super interesting layer 1 protocol using proof of space-time, which, look, I'm not a developer, but it's supposed to be pretty revolutionary and make Spacemesh one of the best blockchains out there. There's also tons of people in the space that I really respect that are super bullish on QUBIC, Spacemesh, Cipher, Render, and these other projects I'm gonna cover in this video. Now another pretty big project is Kaspa, which utilizes the Gold Stack protocol, making it the fastest and most scalable proof of work layer 1 blockchain. It is currently down like 40% from the all-time highs. It is obviously, like I said, a pretty large project at $2.7 billion, but I kind of compare Kaspa to what Solana was the last cycle, and I do think Kaspa could go on a similar run and still has a lot of upside from these current prices. I'm sure you've already heard about Kaspa and kind of know what it is, so I'm not going to go too much into detail on it, but this is another project I would have in my $1,000 portfolio. And to really get those big returns and reach $25,000 with our portfolio, we do need another small cap that just has explosive potential. And I decided to go for Factorn, which is a Coinbase funded, fair launched, no pre-sale or mined project. It's a layer 1 proof of work blockchain. It is down from the all-time highs of $100 to now $25. The market cap is only around $11 million, and I love it when projects are fair launched, meaning there's no pre-sale, no pre-mine, no team allocation, all coins are in circulation, and it is funded by Coinbase, which is obviously a pretty big deal as well. And if you don't follow this guy, make sure to drop him a follow. Very good profile and very underrated profile over on Twitter. I will link him down below. Basically, Fact is the most undervalued layer 1 with real world and groundbreaking utility available in the market, sitting on a cute 17 million even less at this point. The cherry on the cake, like it is for Tau and SMH, development first, marketing second. Focus on building is key for the longevity of the project, which I definitely agree on. Obviously, I think marketing is extremely important and every project should have a marketing strategy, but you do need to focus on building the best product possible first. And the fact proof of work layer 1 replaces a hash-based algorithm with factorization, following the Nakamoto consensus and keeping the fundamentals of Bitcoin. There are a lot of small cap projects to choose from, but you need to find the actual good ones with solid teams and with big ambitions. So again, I will leave all these threads, all the research papers that you'll need down below so you can go and do your own research on them. Highly recommend checking out all the projects in this list. And again, obviously none of this is guaranteed, but if I was gonna try to turn $1,000 into $25,000, this would be my portfolio. So let me know what you thought of these projects. The links to all of them are down below. If you enjoy this content, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, let me know what your portfolio would look like down below in the comment section if you were to try to turn $1,000 into 25K. Make sure to follow me over on Twitter, join my Telegram, join my Discord down below. Check out my preferred exchange, which is CoinW, which is the biggest non-KYC exchange currently. So if you don't want a KYC, CoinW should be your go-to exchange. They do also have a trading Telegram group. So if you want to get trades from CoinW traders, I will leave the Telegram link down below in the comment section and description. With that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and I'll see you guys later. Peace.